The heroine's misfortune begins the moment she steps into the ruins. Before she can even react, a terrifying void angel slashes her down. But just when it seems hopeless, the demon lord appears, shielding her from the blow. The angel carries a divine shield that nullifies low-level spells. Yet the demon lord is unfazed. With a flick of his hand, he unleashes high-tier magic as though mana were endless. In a single instant, the mighty angel is reduced to dust. But the heroine's wounds are deep. Not even the vampiric queen's regeneration can heal her quickly. They need to find safety fast, because if another void beast appears, things will spiral out of control. Suddenly, shadows gather and several ghostly figures emerge. She recognizes them as her father, the Duke's former knights, now reduced to spirits. They explain that the signal they had sent wasn't a call for help, it was a warning. A new Void Beast Lord has awakened in this city, feeding on the city's magic furnace. Once fully revived, its power will unleash another disaster. For now, they must find a place for the heroine to recover. The ghosts suggest the Duke's mansion and even bring out a carriage. But the demon lord scoffs at its speed and summons a skeletal warhorse instead. On the way, they encounter a lone elf warrior. Without hesitation, he strikes at the group, mistaking them for enemies. His blade slices through their defenses, even overpowering the Sword Maiden's attack. Only after the clash do they realize this is no ordinary elf. He introduces himself as Yarulai, a hero from 1,000 years ago. His sacred mission is to destroy the goddess's vessel. But standing before him is Whitehair, the guardian of that very vessel. Though their goals oppose one another, the elf makes his stance clear. The goddess must not be revived. Before leaving, Whitehair summons a void angel to stall the group. The heroine, still weakened, pleads with the demon lord for blood. He is caught off guard when she suddenly throws herself at him. But before things go too far, their senior, Finny, calls through a magic link, forcing her to stop. The demon lord, half amused, half exasperated, gifts her a crimson dress, an ultimate equipment for his kin. It channels her vampiric power into raw strength, though at the cost of massive mana consumption. With it, her body is fortified beyond limits. Meanwhile, Yarulai reveals his true nature to the others. He is no survivor of the city, but a relic of the past, trained as the disciple of the legendary Sword Saint, and once tasked with assassinating Demon Lord generals. Though time has passed, his mission remains. The goddess must fall. Elsewhere, Whitehair stands before the goddess's vessel, the very object he has sworn to protect. He is shaken to learn the Void Angel was defeated. Proof that powerful foes now walk this era. Back in her childhood home, the heroine recalls her father's stories of ancient heroes defeating demon kings. But her reflection is cut short when Whitehair himself descends. Offended at being mistaken for a mere survivor, he strikes her down mercilessly. The demon lord senses the danger, but by the time he arrives, the heroine has already collapsed, unable to even activate her new powers. In October's wildest new anime, the last Demon King is reborn 1,000 years after his death, only to find himself in the body of a 10-year-old kid. From there, his majestic return quickly turns into a chaotic academy life, surrounded by big sister-type classmates and non-stop embarrassing situations. Back in the Age of Legends, the Demon King once stood against 6 mighty heroes blessed by the gods. Just when he prepared for a final battle, a rebellious goddess appeared. She didn't want him to die in vain. To honor their promise, the Demon King accepted defeat and chose reincarnation. His plan? To be reborn 1,000 years later and reclaim his throne. When that long slumber ends, a young heroine on an exploration mission discovers a sealed door inside the Demon King's tomb. With just a touch, the chamber opens, revealing a crystal that holds the sleeping Demon King. But when he awakens to the sound of her gunfire, he mistakes her for a tomb robber. To show his terrifying presence, he shatters the crystal and attacks, only to realize his grand rebirth has left him in the form of a little boy. The heroine, instead of trembling in fear, hugs him to her chest and promises to protect him. The Demon King, flustered and humiliated, finds the human body weak and frustrating. But he also feels emotions he never had before: human desires and attachments. The heroine introduces herself as a trainee knight from the 7th Tactical City, an academy that trains wielders of holy swords. When the Demon King boldly states his name, expecting awe, she only finds it cute. To him, it's shocking. Has his once terrifying reputation truly faded into history? Suddenly, an attack from strange monsters known as void beasts interrupts them. These creatures first appeared 60 years ago, and their origins remain unknown. The heroine's partner rushes in with high-tech weapons to fight back, but the beasts prove overwhelming. The Demon King wants to step in, but his ill-fitting clothes trip him, making his grand entrance a total embarrassment. When the battle turns dire, the heroine sacrifices herself to protect him. Watching her collapse stirs something unexpected in the Demon King's heart. He realizes he doesn't just want her as a pawn, he admires her courage. Furious, he unleashes devastating 8th-tier magic, annihilating the Void Beast. Yet he's shaken to find his powers are only 1/3 of what they used to be. For a king who once cared little for human lives, this moment is different. Out of respect for her noble spirit, he uses holy healing magic to bring her back from the brink of death. A strange crimson mark flashes on her thigh during the process, hinting at a deeper bond between them. When she awakens, her first concern is the boy she just met. The Demon King downplays his magic, realizing that in this era, people no longer use spells. Instead, they rely on advanced magical technology and holy weapons. To her, his magic must be nothing more than the power of a sacred sword. With the battle over, the group prepares to return to the academy. Along the way, the heroine's mischievous partner teases the Demon King, noticing he can't stop staring at her chest. For the mighty Demon King, once feared across the world, being reduced to a blushing kid is humiliating beyond words. Finally, the scene shifts to a breathtaking city, the 7th Tactical City, humanity's last stronghold against the Void Beasts, and the very place where the Demon King's new life is about to begin.